Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Tomas Esteves YouTube channel. My name is Lewis, and it's again another weekly roundup going over everything that's happened over the past week to do with Reading FC. Before we get into the video, make sure to like the video, but most importantly, subscribe and turn your notification bell on so that you never miss a video. But for now, let's get into it. So I think the main talking point at the moment is deadline day was yesterday, hence why it's coming out on Tuesday, because I thought I could just include everything that's happened yesterday. And obviously, it was the international deadline, meaning Reading can now not buy any players from international teams. I think there's another window that goes on to October the 16th. I believe that is so that we can sign players from the Premier League. I'm not sure if we can sign players from other EFL clubs. It's quite confusing. But yeah, so that deadline is over. And obviously, we've been linked with a lot of Portuguese players, and we managed to get two in the last 2 days. On Sunday, we announced the signing of Alfa Semedo on loan from Benfica. Obviously, he was on loan at Nottingham Forest last season. Quite a mixed spell. Defensive midfielder, obviously, we needed that option instead of Pele, because obviously he went back to Monaco. He's since gone back out on loan. He went a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, so I think it's a good signing. Nottingham Forest fans seem a bit mixed. Apparently started well, got injured, and then never really recovered. Made about 22 appearances or something like that. Scored 2 goals for the club. So and obviously Nottingham Forest had a mostly successful season last time out. Obviously bottled it at the last minute. But yeah, so Alfa Semedo is going to wear the number 30 shirt, and honestly, I think it is a good signing. We did need depth because realistically, if we took Renamotor or Lauren out, we didn't really have anyone that could go in. Now Semedo is someone with energy and get forward and back, and I think he fits that box-to-box kind of role that both of them play very well. And then our second signing yesterday, Porto right back Tomas Esteves on a season-long loan from Porto. This is a massive coup, a marquee signing. He's 18 years old. He's regarded as one of the best young talents in Portugal at the moment. A couple of Porto fans saying yesterday that he should even be their starting right back, so they're actually quite annoyed that they're loaning him out. We didn't get an option to buy, which I thought we were going to. Apparently, it was rumoured it was going to be about 5 or 6 million euros, but unfortunately, it's just a season-long loan. But either way, we needed colour at right back with Araújo and Yiadom being out for a couple of weeks. So obviously, Esteves can fill in at right back, and he's such an attacking fullback. He's got a lot of skills going forward. Obviously, he's got to be good defensively as well, and he is. So I'm just really happy. He's wearing the number 2 shirt as well. So clearly, this one is in the pipeline for a while. The fact that we've kind of left the number 2 shirt, which is obviously helped by Chris Gunter the last couple of years. So the fact that Tomas Esteves has now taken that means this deal must have been in the pipeline for a while. So we're glad to get it over the line. And then we had an outgoing as well. Mark Minotti headed to Dundee United on loan. Obviously, he struggled. We kept playing him out on the wing in the 2 cup games that we played him in, but I'm not really sure whether I didn't think he was going to fit in the team anyway. I don't think we really need him. So getting him out, hopefully they're paying all his wages or something like that. But hopefully he's now gone out for another year. He has played well up in Scotland the last few times he's been there. Obviously he's been there with Hibernian, and Dundee United, I believe, have just got promoted to the Scottish Prem. So hopefully he can bank some goals in and they can stay up and still be in the Scottish Premiership next season. But we wish him all the best. But we did also miss out on quite a few players actually yesterday as well. We were linked with, was it four Portuguese wingers or from the Liga Norte, the Portuguese top division. We didn't manage to get any of them over the line. We were linked to getting Bruno Tavares and Elvis Balde from Sporting Lisbon. I've got them listed down here because I'm struggling to remember all their names, weird and wacky names from Portugal, playing for all these different teams. But yeah, Bruno Tavares and Elvis Balde were players that we were looking at. They were on a list. We desperately wanted a winger. We didn't quite get one over the line, but those 2 players we were looking at. Also, Umaro Embalo from Benfica looked to be close, but according to a number of sources, Benfica wanted first-team football for him. And obviously, it was not something we could offer, especially with Elise and Jaria playing as well as they are now, and obviously Aluko playing really well at the weekend, but we'll get to that in a bit. And the closest player we were getting was Goncalo Borges. He was a winger from Porto. That deal didn't go off because we wanted to pay about €5 million. They wanted to play 10, so we went in the middle of 7.5, and they refused. But apparently, Reading would not be bullied into overpaying, and now it looks like we'll be most likely looking for a winger in the Prem on loan or a free agent. We desperately need a winger as a backup or a rotational player. We're in desperate need, although I do think we do have a couple of players in the youth like Thierry Neves and maybe even Femi Aziz, who was on the bench against Watford at the weekend, that could fill in. Linford Saki as well, played in the cup against Luton, made his debut. So, we've got the players, I think, in the academy that we could bring through if needs be. But yeah, I just think we're very desperate for a winger and it was too late. I think the fact that Rodrigo Riquelme didn't work, that probably played a part. The fact that we had that winger for about a month and the fact that it didn't go through, and obviously that's now confirmed that he's gone to Bournemouth. Didn't play on Friday night, but I'm sure he'll play after the international break. And but we desperately need a winger. We really do. But I'm hoping we can get one over the line in the next 2 weeks. And now we'll get to the game at the weekend. Reading 1, Watford 0, continuing our perfect start. And we are now second in the league behind Bristol City purely because they've scored one more goal than we have. But they conceded one more. So think about it, we're basically like the same. I think when Reading play Bristol City at the end of next month, that's going to be a massive game. Hopefully we can actually be on Sky for once because that'd be quite nice. But yeah, no, I didn't watch this one. I was at a non-league game, but from what I heard, it was quite Watford pressed on, or they were really good in the first half, and then they kind of took their foot off the gas in the second. The goal was really nice actually. The way we pressed Watford in the corner to get the ball back, and then obviously we played Tom Holmes, who was playing and filling in a right back as well, and apparently he had a really good game. So that's good to hear. Obviously him and George Puigdemont in the Sky Bet Championship Team of the Week was really nice to see. And Tom Holmes played it straight to George Puigdemont, who picked it up on the half turn, shot deflected in off Craig Cathcart, I think, past Ben Foster into the goal. And that was the only goal of the game. James Garner came close with that free kick that hit the bar as well. But overall, really good 3 points. Watford are obviously one of the strongest teams in this division, having just come down from the Premier League, and they've got a number of Premier League quality players in that squad. So the fact that we even kept thinking Ismail Assar, for example, he was linked with Manchester United. So you never know. To be fair, they could probably still sign him because of the window. Because I believe Premier League clubs can still sign EFL players. I still think they can do that. So that's definitely not over. But the fact that we managed to keep a clean sheet as well against one of the best attacks in the division, that I think was a very good result. But yeah, Sonny Aluko was always also someone that a lot of people he had rave reviews. And from what I saw, he seemed pretty decent. Worked hard, defended very well. It's nice to see him finally show what he's capable of. We all know what he's like. Obviously, the last time he was good, you would argue, is his last season at Fulham in our playoff final season. And obviously, he was really good. I don't know why I always remember that playoff semi-final. We did a weird roulette on the right-hand side that completely got Joe Vandenberg and just got past him easily. And I think about that and I'm like, where's that Sonny Aluko been? And by the sounds of it, it looks like he's coming back. And obviously the interview that he did a couple of days ago just sounds like he could be really good. So hoping that he continues his form, and hopefully we can continue this form. Obviously it's the international break now, so a good 2 week break. Hopefully we can get a couple of players starting to come back from injury as well. Obviously we've had Ajaria, Zhao, Swift and Yidom and Arunya all out injured. So hopefully Swift not Swift. Maybe Lucas Shaw could be fully fit by then. Obviously dislocated shoulder, was on the bench on Saturday but didn't come on. But hopefully he can play. And then the last bit of news, Jerry Dorset signed a new contract, the 18-year-old centre-back, till 2022. It's nice that we've actually got a young player. We're actually starting to tie contracts down, but I'm still worried about Tom McIntyre and Omar Richards. I think we have to get them tied down because they've both got a lot of potential. They've come through our academy. I think it would be a big loss if we did lose them. But yeah, I believe that is it for this week. So thank you so much for watching. Obviously a big deadline day. I don't know if there's going to be one next week because obviously it's the international break, so obviously not really much is going to happen. But I think after the 2 weeks we might do a recap of how some of the players got on over the international break, and if we do bring in any more players. And obviously I believe our next game is Middlesbrough away, so a tough one. But I'm hoping that we can carry on that form. I'm hoping our players do very well over the international break and we come back, have a couple of players back from injury, and hopefully we can continue this good form. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video if you haven't, and most importantly, subscribe and turn on that notification bell so that you never ever miss an upload. And that is all for now. Bye.